Düsseldorf. There we go. Okay, so we got 2 new trucks. We only took a 10,000 load, and we need one more Goodyear trip. Hopefully. No. Yes. Bordeaux. Oh, we're going over to Spain. There's 2 of them, both worth the same amount. There's another one. World map. Oh, Schenker's there. That was where we just came from. Let's go from there. That's fine. I don't know how I ended up with that green. It was just something I ended up selecting, and so it's what we go with. And the entire fleet is that colour. As you can see from here. So it's kind of what I drive with now. Okay, where are we going? Out the front, turn right.
Turn right. Turn right.
Now I did come up with, I found a mod for a Russian truck, which is, I believe, a former army truck. And I may well start a new profile in Russia and use that truck as the profile's main truck.
Here we are, safe and sound.
I really haven't messed around with modded trucks in either truck sim. But sometimes you just have to for the right truck. And of course it will be army green if I do it. Okay, let's go to Bordeaux. Nobody? Somebody. Still nobody.
Turn left. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Okay. Taking it careful because I don't want to clip the curb. There we
Get
go.
ready to turn left.
Turn left, huh? Oh, traffic signals, that'll be easier.
Turn left.
What's the deal here? About 2 hours
At
delivery.
the roundabout, take the second exit.
Ooh, second exit. Keep going.
Exit now.
Oh, where he's going, because he just went round. Pretty much all the way. Okay. Just under 4 hours to sleep. And under 3 hours to deliver. So it is probably going to start getting upset with us that we're getting tired just as we get there.
Keep right.
Oh, there is no exit lane. We just exit on the lane. Here we go.
Keep right.
I need to go left because right's not a good option. Oh, Taking the road to Paris. Oh. Okay. Raise the barrier. Woo! Now, I have clipped that a couple of times, so I have yet to work out what speed I'm supposed to go through there. Okay, nobody in the right lane, let's move over. So I have actually been to France twice. Once was on the ferry, where the ferry stops in France. You get out and there's a big grocery store that specialises in tobacco and alcohol.
Left.
Because at the time, I think it's probably still true today, the excise duty on tobacco and alcohol products in France is a lot lower than it is in England. And lots of people used to take the ferry across to France just to buy their tobacco and alcohol. You can buy other stuff, but typically it was the tobacco and alcohol people were shopping for. So, yeah, and I was a kid, so, yeah, we went across the ferry, which wasn't too bad being a kid. And then we walked around a grocery store for hours. At least it feels like hours when you're a kid. And they filled up some shopping trolleys, they loaded the car back up, we got back on the ferry and went straight back to England. So, yeah, great trip to France. We didn't see a thing. And then the second time, we went to visit a friend who owned a sort of bed and breakfast restaurant type thing. And stayed with him for a week. And that was in back end of nowhere, France. I mean, it was a village with 4 houses in it. And he owned the restaurant and the house and one of the houses, so that didn't leave a lot of houses left for other people to own. Actually,
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
okay, find a new route. I think I just went the
Go
wrong
straight
way.
on.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have to. Hate these gas stations. Because the truck refill point is round the back, so miss that. However, it doesn't seem to have much of a speed limit through here. Back coach. Okay. It's only an hour to get to where we're going. There should be another gas station on the way. Probably closer to our destination. I hope. If there isn't, we could be in trouble. What does that say? Words. Words going by my truck too fast. Looks like a rest area. Now that's something that is actually true. When you're on the toll road, these areas off the side, you will have one which just has picnic benches and toilets, and then the next one will be a full service station with sort of cafeterias, retail units and gas station. And then the next one will be a rest area with picnic benches, and then the next one will be a full service. And they alternate pretty much all the way until you reach the other end of the highway. And we're coming up to the péage, so let's start slowing down because that bus is going to. Okay, you get out of the way. I'm going to use my pass. Jeez, dude, do not do that. Good grief.
Keep right, and then exit
Come
right.
off here.
Exit right.
Exit left. We're not exiting left, we're exiting right. You, sir, are confused.
left.
Oh, now we have to turn left. So is this my 6th delivery? We've only got 4 more to do. Oh, rain. Is that not the windshield wipers? Oh, you know what's happened? My key has become unassigned. Keys and buttons. Hazard warning, light modes, high beam, headlights, beacon, air horn lights, wipers. Okay, and the reason they did that was because wipers used to have a push the button to go intermittent, slow, fast, and then they added a wipers back button which makes it go back from fast to normal to intermittent to off. If you only map one of the buttons, it cycles through, so when it gets to fast, you press it again and it'll go to off. I haven't played this profile in such a time. But, so that's intermittent. That'll be normal speed. And I guess that'll do. But yeah, when they gave us the ability to switch up and switch down on the wipers, they unmapped the key bindings.
Turn left.
I need to turn left. Oh, we're here. Wow.
Turn left.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, because the bus was there as well somewhere. I don't think he'd made it through the... oh, shoot! Damn. Damage the trailer, damage the truck, didn't damage the load. But yeah, he just disappeared. That's the problem with the sort of the out of game window, as opposed to looking across there and seeing there. I could probably have seen him in the side mirror, but as I said, I don't have a head tracker, so it's not so easy to do that. Okay, what are we doing? Turn right.
Turn right. Then turn left. Turn left.
Okay, where do you want this?
Here.
Okay. Looks like it's on this side. Knowing my luck, it's on this side facing the other way. Oh no, it's at the back. Okay, good. And it's right on the end bay. We drive all the way across and then all the way back again. How do you like me now? Oops. Okay, the end of another trip. So we're kind of burning through that quite. Okay, that's done. So we are now up to 6 deliveries out of 10. And we have 28,000 money. You know what that means? No debt again. Okay, world map. Looks like a good place to go. It's actually on the way to. Well, I don't know where it's on the way to actually. Oh, Bordeaux's over here. That could be a job centre or a truck dealer. But we need sleep and gas, so let's go. As the dude said, let's go. Oh, there's ample space.
Turn right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Okay, so this is just going to be gas and sleep stop. Oh, tush. Because you also get it in real life. I've seen idiots in cars doing things like that. That's how you end up with a car side on to the front of a truck, with the truck just driving down the highway and the car burning rubber because it's not rotating its wheels. And the truck driver doesn't know much about it. Obviously the car driver does, because he's sat on the front of a truck. And here we are. So the only problem with the 3-axle truck is the gas tank is a lot smaller. With the American units, you get the option of small tank, large tank. But with European units, you're kind of stuck with what they give you. And typically, the chassis is the same length.
Safe and sound.
Okay, we get some rest. What's the time? The time is 20 after 7, 20 after 10 even. Let's have a look, see how close the next trip is. Ooh, IKEA stuff. It's actually not far. I think we got time to do that. Ah, I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. That was further away, so it's closer than that. Did I just lose it? Oh, you're kidding me. Yep. Bordeaux back to Toulouse. Bordeaux. There we go. From where we are to somewhere new. We'll do that, and then we'll end.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Ooh, hello. Oh, that's better.
Go straight on.
What's the yellow light? Is that the beacons? Oh. Okay, the yellow light went out, so I don't know what it was, but it's all fixed. Well, at least the rain stopped. What is the time? Oh. 6:30 in the morning. No, 4:30 in the morning on a cloudy day. Oh, seriously? Speed cameras.
Go straight on.
Okay, that'll work. That won't. Crying out loud. Turn on. Getting annoyed with cruise control. There we go. 80. Oh, low air pressure. Okay. That's probably a bad thing if I want to stop suddenly. That is an eventual goal, is to get a larger monitor for this PC so I can actually see what the words say. Obviously for games like World of Warships and World of Tanks, not World of Tanks, World of Warships and Farming Simulator, you don't really have to read much. In Farming Simulator, you've got the opportunity to stop and read it. Oh, come on. in Truck Sim, you're driving
At the roundabout, take the first
70
exit.
kilometres an hour past signposts, and it's very difficult to
Exit now.
notice the what they're going on about. Oh. Come on. End of town. Go fast. Yes. Ah. That actually makes sense. Because then you're in a fail-safe state. Much like steam locomotives, the way to get the brakes off was to pump steam into the pipes, which released the brakes. And to apply the brakes, you just let the steam out of the pipes. But that did mean that if you suddenly lost steam pressure, the train came to a halt. It didn't get into a situation where it was unable to halt. I think in the UK the earlier diesel locomotives did use air pressure to apply the brakes, which means they can fail, they don't fail safe. If you can't build up pressure, then you can't stop the train. That's kind of a bad deal.
Go straight on.
Okay, and slow down.
Get ready to turn left.
Okay. Where are we doing that? Quite a little way on. Where that
Turn
track
left.
went. So one of the problems the early engineers on British railways used to have was
Go straight on.
when
then
it was
turn
foggy,
right.
obviously the train drivers couldn't see the signalling,
Turn right.
and the solution was for a guy to go out and put detonators on the track, and the loud bangs as the train went over the
Ready
detonators
to turn left.
indicated to the driver that there was trouble ahead and that he needed to stop.
Turn left. Then turn left.
The problem they had was if the guy who was supposed to be there to put the detonators on the track had overslept or something, God, just go. I'm going. Hadn't arrived yet,
Turn left.
then
It's all over now.
that was a problem, because the driver assumed that the track was clear if he didn't get explosions under his wheels. And so, the safety engineers tried a whole host of ideas before they came up with a method that basically would always fail safe.
Get the job done.
And what they did was they created a ramp on the track and a little bar that hung under the locomotive. Well, the ramp would push the bar up, and after a short delay, it would release the steam pressure in the brakes and bring the train to a stop. And the way they indicated that the track was clear was they put an electrical charge in the ramp,
Turn right.
which would complete a contact
Turn
contact
left.
when the train went over it, and that pulse of power
Turn right.
would cancel the release of the brake. So if there was no power in the system, the train would stop automatically. If there was power in the system, then the line was clear,
Go straight on.
because no power was either a power failure or a
At the roundabout,
An
take the
intentional,
second exit.
it's dangerous ahead and you need to stop indication.
Exit now.
And in addition to that, when the steam released from the brake pipe, it was routed through a whistle.
At the roundabout, take the
And
third exit.
if the electrical contact was energized, then it would sound a bell. The electrical pulse would sound a bell. And even to this day on British railways, if the light ahead is red, it will buzz, and if the light is green, it still sounds a bell. From a convention set back in the 1930s. Oops, trying to keep on track.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And then exit right. Oh, we're actually going to exit right rather than exit left. That's a novelty.
Exit right.
And we're going to exit right at 50 kilometers an hour, so we're going to have to shed some of this. Oh, shush.
Keep left.
And go. Video on my inside, at least I don't think there is. But those sorts of things can always be quite interesting in how do the engineers work it so that if the system fails, you fail into a safe state rather than a dangerous state. And sometimes, as in the case of steam engines, I think that was probably just a
Keep left.
happy circumstance. You know, we release the brakes by putting pressure into pipes because we have a load of pressure coming out of the steam locomotive. Whereas the earlier diesel locomotives, at least on the European or on British lines, they decided to
Keep left.
use the pressure to apply the brakes, which is actually the wrong thing to do. And it wasn't till, I don't know, the second generation of locomotives were released that they actually realised, oh, we did that wrong. I suppose we could accelerate to 90 now. Yeah. And I think that comes from, you know, driving a car, you push to apply pressure to the brakes. And when air brakes came in originally, it was, well, you put, you know, we want to apply pressure to apply the brakes. Yeah, brakes there somewhere. 30. 30 should be good. Lift the barrier and we're through. There you go. And we have crazy car driver on the right. Okay, accelerate. We are 45 game time from target, so about 4 minutes. Ooh. And stop trying to read the text and pay attention to what's in front of you. Always a plan. Accelerated. It's going just too fast for me now, and that car on the inside is a worry. There we go. I scared him off. Okay, so today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, which is normally World of Warships Day. However, we're going out to eat with some friends tomorrow night. So any stream I do tomorrow may be a little later than normal. And equally possible, maybe a little shorter than normal. Saturday morning we'll be back on Farm Sim 17, Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire. And since we no longer have kids in the house, that could be a long one. Depends how I feel. Depends when I wake up. That's generally from when I wake up after I've had breakfast through to when Mrs. Osa wakes up and says we need to go and do stuff. When there's kids in the house,
right.
That's usually a lot
Then
earlier
exit right.
than when there isn't.
Exit right.
I'm getting tired right about now. We've been doing this for 2.5 hours maybe. And as with the real world, driving for 2.5 hours straight can be very exhausting over time. What's happened there? Truck parked up the side of the road there. Okay. Slow down to 30 and through we go. Okay, there's the little ring of our destination. Right at the top of the map. I'm guessing the speed limit isn't 75. I'm also guessing that dude's going to slow down suddenly to 50. At least there's the potential.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay.
Exit right.
And slam the brakes on. Whee!
Turn left.
Oh, stop sign. Nobody there. Nobody there. Still nobody there. We've been here before. Is it not going to let us discover this place? Or does this bit of this place not count?
Go straight on.
Yay! Discovered. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. Hate these things. Traffic calming measures.
At the roundabout, take the
The
second
town I
exit.
lived in, they put in tons of them. The upshot was people would drive really fast up to the traffic calming measure, slam the brakes on, drive over it really carefully,
Exit now.
and then floor it once they're off the other
Get ready
side.
to turn left.
So they end up using more gas.
Turn left.
Where? There. Okay. The roads are no safer, because in general they're driving at 40 miles an hour through a housing estate. It's just that they're forced to slow down and accelerate frequently.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Here we are indeed. It looks like parked up back in the corner again. Well, we did that last time. We kind of messed it up a little bit. Let's try that again. Try not to hit the fence. Try not to hit the box. Much easier in a UK truck. We messed it up again. There you go. And we got it that time. Straight up and... we made it! Yay! Paid a little bit of money. Oh, one more trip and we'll be level 28. So we got, after all of that, 5 trips done in however long it took us to do it. We bought 2 new trucks. We filled one of our garages. So let's check the garage manager now. It's a 3 truck garage, we've got 1 space. That's a 3 truck garage, we've got 3 spaces, we've got 1 space there. Where am I at? Am I still out of Warsaw? I must be. Is that me? I don't know. I could always go and check me, I guess. Driver manager. Me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm based out of Warsaw. Got 2 trucks in Ancona, 2 trucks in... I cannot read that now. My eyes are going. Okay. We got 2 trucks there. Those are the Renaults. Those are the Scanias. 2 Scania R 2009s. 2 Renaults, different types. And then we've got a couple of drivers. Let's run a check through the drivers. That's me. I think I've got all the hazmats. I've got all the distance. We need to do those two, then we need to start working on the just-in-time. This guy running balanced. Yeah, looks okay. This guy same, so they're trained the same level. Well, that's cool. This guy's also running balanced. That guy has every skill except the except a hazmat skill. Okay. Cool. 0.8. So, I am going to call the end of the stream here. I'll say thank you for watching. As I said, maybe back tomorrow night, probably late, for World of Warships. But no matter what, everyone have a good day tomorrow. And I'm out of here. Have fun.